In the heart of the ancient forest, where the dense canopy filtered the sunlight into a dappled mosaic of green, there lay a hidden grove untouched by the clamor of the outside world. Here, amidst the towering trees and the soft rustle of leaves, a small stream wound its way through the undergrowth, its waters clear and still as glass. It was said among the locals that this grove held secrets older than time itself, whispered by the wind and sung by the birds in a language known only to those who dared to listen. Among those drawn to its tranquil embrace was a young man named Liam. Haunted by the turmoil of his own mind, he sought solace in the depths of the forest, hoping to find the peace that had eluded him for so long. As he wandered through the trees, Liam felt the weight of his worries and fears slowly begin to lift, replaced by a sense of calm he had not felt in years. Guided by an unseen force, he followed the meandering path of the stream until he reached a clearing bathed in golden light. There, at the edge of the stream, he saw a figure seated upon a moss-covered rock, a wise old sage whose eyes seemed to hold the wisdom of the ages. Drawn by an irresistible pull, Liam approached the sage and bowed his head in reverence. "Greetings, young one," the sage said, his voice as gentle as the breeze that whispered through the trees. "What brings you to this sacred grove?" Liam hesitated, unsure of how to put into words the turmoil that raged within him. But as he looked into the sage's eyes, he felt a sense of trust and understanding wash over him, as if the old man could see into the depths of his soul. "I seek truth," Liam finally replied, his voice barely more than a whisper. "But the more I search, the more lost I become." The sage nodded knowingly, as if he had heard this plea 1,000 times before. "Truth is not something to be found, young one," he said, his words carrying the weight of centuries of wisdom. "It is something to be felt, deep within the recesses of your own being." With a gentle gesture, the sage invited Liam to sit beside him, and together they watched as the stream flowed lazily by, the sunlight dancing upon its surface like 1,000 shimmering diamonds. "Close your eyes," the sage instructed, his voice soft yet commanding, "and listen." Obeying the sage's command, Liam closed his eyes and focused on the sounds of the forest, the rustle of leaves, the chirping of birds, the gentle babbling of the stream. In that moment of stillness, he felt a profound sense of peace wash over him, as if the very essence of the forest was reaching out to cradle him in its embrace. "Truth cannot be seen with the eyes nor grasped with the mind," the sage continued, his words weaving a tapestry of understanding within Liam's soul. "It can only be felt deep within the stillness of your own heart." As Liam sat in silence, allowing the wisdom of the sage to sink in, he felt a profound shift occur within him, a loosening of the knots that had bound him for so long, and a newfound sense of clarity that seemed to illuminate the darkness that had clouded his mind. When he finally opened his eyes, he saw the world with fresh eyes, as if a veil had been lifted from his perception. No longer did he see the forest as merely a collection of trees and animals, but as a living, breathing entity connected to the very fabric of existence. With a heart full of gratitude, Liam bowed to the sage and took his leave of the grove, knowing that he carried with him a precious gift: the knowledge that truth, far from being an elusive concept to be chased after, was something that dwelled within him all along, waiting to be discovered amidst the echoes of stillness. All.